Welcome everybody to the build-up and drivers parade for the Chinese Grand Prix. It's going to start in 2 minutes. I'm excited. We've got 2 hours till the race starts. We've got the live build-up to watch. Then we're going to be watching some videos, race highlights from previous years, yesterday's qualifying highlights, opening up a pack, everything that we normally do leading on us up into the race. Then we're going to be doing a watch along for the race. But first, I want to talk about the breaking news which came out this morning that Bahrain and Saudi Arabia Grand Prix will not be going ahead, which means we have a whole month of no Formula One. And then when we do return in Miami, it's one race and then a 2-week break. Now, before I say anything, obviously there are bigger problems in the world than 2 Formula One races being cancelled. And I wish, obviously, everyone in Saudi Arabia and Bahrain and the Middle East in general all the best, because it's just what's happening is fucking so annoying. You know, the countries getting involved that don't need it. I'm not getting political, but like it just fucking sucks that the state that the world's in at the moment. So yes, I understand there's bigger problems in the world, but I'm a Formula One content creator. I'm going to talk about it from a Formula One perspective. Now, no Formula One for a month is going to fucking suck. We've built up all this momentum for Formula One. You know, obviously speaking as F1 content creator, we've had all this momentum like coming into the season, so all this excitement, and now we're going to have no F1 for a month. And then when we do return, basically one race in 7 weeks. It's going to suck. But I almost feel this is going to be good for the sport, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like we're in a spot at the moment with the sport where the cars are a bit fucky. They need to figure out what they're going to do with them. And I think having a month off to allow Formula One to get these changes in place and change the rules potentially coming into after the spring break, as we're going to be calling it, could actually be good for the sport. In terms of the Merc dominance, I think it's a positive for the sport as well, because it gives the other team a whole month to catch up to Mercedes. So yeah, from a sporting standpoint, I think it's a positive. From a Mercedes dominant standpoint, I think it's a positive. I think just from a marketing Formula One hype standpoint, it fucking sucks that we've had all this hype and then a month break. And obviously, speaking from an F1 content creator standpoint, you know, selfishly speaking, like, you know, I've absolutely grinded for the last 3 months, putting in so much effort, you know, in terms of putting on all this content in to get into this position where I'm like, yes, I've got like a solid flow of content and plans for the year. And now it's like, damn, what am I going to do for a month? But I have got some ideas. One of those ideas is I'm at this point, I'm going to say I'm 90% sure I'm going to head to LA to go to Long Beach at IndyCar to do an IRL stream, because I've always wanted to go to Long Beach at IndyCar, but it's always clashed with Saudi Arabia. So now that Saudi Arabia's cancelled, I might use that as an opportunity to go there, try to do some IRL streaming there. In terms of other content, I'm not exactly 100% what I'm going to do yet, but we have got MotoGP, we have got other IndyCar races to cover, I think even some WEC as well, so yeah, definitely a lot of other motorsports I'm going to cover. But in terms of F1, I think it is going to be a bit of a quiet month. It is going to kind of feel like a little bit of a summer break, which sucks. But yeah, we'll work it out when we come back. I think F1 will be in a better spot from a sporting and competition standpoint. So yeah, it obviously sucks that we're losing 2 of the best tracks on the calendar in Bahrain and Saudi. 2 of my favorite tracks, specifically Saudi's top 3 for me. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to benefit the sport long term. But yeah, it sucks obviously for all the Bahrain and Saudi fans and people who are planning to go to those Grand Prix. And you know, us as fans not having F1 to watch for a month. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, build up time. What is your top 3? Silverstone, Brazil. I wish that, well, that's the thing. F1 has announced that they're not doing any replacements in April. So they're not going back to Australia like there was rumors of. They're not doing doubleheader in Japan for some reason. I don't know why, because Japan's a permanent track. They're not doing Miami twice. Well, actually, they might do Miami twice because there's a 2-week break, but they haven't announced that yet. But no replacements in April. But they haven't ruled out replacing Bahrain and Saudi Arabia later, but I just don't think there's a gap in the calendar to do that unless they shorten the summer break. The summer break, or they make a single header, a double header, or a double header, a triple header. No, you can't even do that. Yeah, you can't. No, you can't make a double. You would have to be a quad header. If they made any of the double headers added another race on the end of a double header, it would turn it into a quad header, or they'd be shortened the summer break. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. I don't think they're going to do anything, to be honest. In these build-ups, we've had 1-lap races, the truck and just cars. What would be some fun things to add? I think they do more things like the Lego and the little mini races. I think they're fun. Interview? The way it phrased is it wouldn't take place in April makes it sound like they just don't
the
want to replace
youngest
him.
driver.
Yeah. I think it's a positive for
Formula One
F1
Grand Prix on pole position.
from a sporting
I know you
standpoint
want more than that from your career.
to fix these cars and to close the Mercedes dominance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super happy with yesterday. Of course, was a great qualifying, and yeah, now looking forward to the race. Of course, there's a lot to play for. It's not gonna be easy, but pace is good. So hopefully we get a good start, and then we can set the pace.
On those starts, you had a couple of tricky ones so far this season. So is that going to be the key? And is George going to be your biggest rival, do you think, today?
Definitely is going to be one of the main ones. But I wouldn't discount the Ferraris as well, because, you know, they're very strong at the start. And but I'm just going to try not to overcomplicate things at the start. I know what I did wrong yesterday, and just need to get a clean start. Don't try to get the perfect one, you know, and just get a nice pull away, and then we'll see from there.
Well, good luck, and could we get a few words in your own language, please?
Bottas and George?
Diciamo che una giornata molto importante.
I don't think they ever hated each other, but there was definitely a little bit of tension there between them when they were both fighting for that Merc
seat. Sono molto contento, avrò una grandissima opportunità, però cercherò di non strafare, di fare una buona partenza e poi di fare un buon passo.
Grazie, Kimi.
Grazie, Kimi. Bryce Staros, Miracle, JT Donick, Pasky, Jay Harmon, Chiao, Contrail. I think he goes with the follows.
George, you're pretty big in China, it turns out. Just how special is it racing here?
It's the TikTok account.
Yeah, ni hao, China. I really love coming to Shanghai. There's so much support here. It's been very surreal and special to experience. So I hope I can give everybody a great race today.
Well, you gave us some excitement yesterday as well with qualifying. Did you get to the root of those issues that you had?
Yes, there was actually nothing major. It was like one small error that caused obviously a big fiasco and led on to a number of other issues. So unfortunately these new cars are still pretty complicated. It's not something we're concerned about for the future. It's just a little workaround now we just need to consider in qualifying. So very grateful to have got the lap in, because otherwise it looked like I'd have been in P10.
Well, starting P2, is it the biggest challenge going to come from your teammate, Kimi Antonelli, on pole position, or the Ferraris behind you think?
I think Kimi's been really quick this season, and for sure he's going to be fighting for the victory, no doubt. We know how quick Charles and Lewis are, especially at the start of the race, so it could be a four-way fight. I think we both expect them to be strong in the early laps, so probably be looking at my mirrors opening the first corner from Charles and Lewis, but it's a long race, and I think we've got
race starts going to be so interesting, man. Lewis! Oh, Lewis win, please, man. I would love a Lewis
you
win.
are very, very popular here in China. Just how much you're enjoying this race weekend right now?
Oh man, it's been so much fun. Just being in China in general has been.
Just the fans are so great.
I guess when people tune in from back in Europe, if you haven't had the privilege of getting to travel out here, you just see this track, and that's what you kind of remember. And maybe you see images of Beijing or Shanghai, but I got to go and see other parts of this incredibly huge and but really, really beautiful country. And actually the culture's really, really, really beautiful. It's stunning. So just overall, it's been a great week, and I love driving this track because it's one of the best tracks in the world. And the crowd is just, every year, I've been here now 20 odd years, and this is the biggest crowd I've seen here. So it's great to see.
It certainly is, and it's a race that served you well as well.
Hasn't China only been on the calendar for 10 years?
Last year, but how tough will it be to beat
I swear I saw a sign that said China and F1 celebrating 10
hard
years.
To beat the Mercedes. I think ultimately, just on pure pace, we won't be able to beat them, but maybe tactically, the good thing is there's the two Mercedes and there's Charles and I, so hopefully we can tag team and try to apply pressure to them both. And
it's in 2004, but it's been on and off the calendar,
we're able to
right?
somehow pull something out in the bag. So I feel good about today.
Good luck, Stayless.
Yeah, Giuseppe, you'll be able to see my face on the stream. Just you wait. How's it going, harmless fan? They missed a couple during Rona, yeah, but they missed some others as well. Because if he said 20 years and then F1 say 10 years. The fact there's so many Carlos Sainz flags on the crowd, you see that? I like seeing Lewis happy again. Yeah, he's definitely enjoying life a lot more. I don't know why he was the way he was last year. Like, maybe he just thought he'd lost it, but now he's like, okay, it was just the cars. It was just the regs. No,
Charles,
my
you went
headset's
from
dying.
fourth place to the lead at Turn 1 in Australia last week. Can you do the same again today?
Lewis went from fourth to first yesterday as well, so I guess fourth is a good place to start. I don't know if I'll manage to do the same, but obviously the target will try and be as close as possible to that, but this time trying to pull away, which is not an easy task with those cars, but it makes it very interesting. I'm actually very excited to go and race because it makes the racing bit very, very fun.
Well, you had a bit of a scrap with your teammate yesterday as well that was really entertaining to watch. Is it going to be
Right.
more of the same today, or do you need to work together to try and take the fight to Mercedes?
Honestly, I mean, the thing is that everything is so unpredictable. It's not that in the past you had a DRS, so you always had the battery more or less in the same state.
We're wide
Now,
heads
it
to
makes
get
such a difference that
for a
at one
bit.
point Lewis went on the outside of turn 1 and he was a second off at the beginning of the straight, and just with the battery differences, it makes huge
fuck, I'm so
differences.
restricted.
So I guess we'll just adapt to whatever is happening around us, but it makes it fun. So I
Bruh.
expect more of fights today.
How does anyone
Look forward to
live?
seeing it, and could we just get a few words in your own language, please?
How does anyone
Oui,
live?
juste hâte d'être en course cette année.
With the wide headset,
les
man.
premiers tours sont plutôt amusants de la voiture, donc j'ai hâte de voir.
Fry
ce que
head's
ça va
nice.
donner
Yeah, I
aujourd'hui.
like it. I don't know how people
Quatrième
hate on
place au
that.
départ, c'est pas si
I
mal.
like it. It's
Surtout avec
special
ces
enough to be a
voitures-là, parce qu'on
special
reprend
merch,
l'aspiration et du coup,
but it still feels
garder
like
un petit
Ferrari.
peu de batterie pour le deuxième tour.
Fry's
Donc,
gonna
on
work
va
together
essayer
today. Yeah,
de
let's see how much
faire
they
le
can
meilleur
fuck each other
départ
over.
possible, et ensuite
How long until the GP?
on
1
verra
hour
comment ça se passe.
49
Il faut juste être très
minutes.
flexible parce que c'est vrai qu'avec ces courses, on sait jamais vraiment à quoi s'attendre, mais j'aime bien.
Merci, Charles.
Something new on? One on the stream. Joe, Bryce Star, Miracle. Thank you guys for the follows. What is that AI bullshit?
Oscar, another 5th place for you in qualifying, but the gap looked a bit smaller to Mercedes from McLaren. Are you seeing the team making progress?
I think on certain things, yes. But there's no point in lying to ourselves. We're a step behind. I think Melbourne, I think qualifying painted a worse picture than what it was. I don't think we, in hindsight, optimized what we had very well. I think yesterday we got pretty close to optimizing
Oh, I
what
had
we
the
had.
wrong YouTube chat up.
And, we're still
Sorry,
half a
YouTube,
second
I can
off,
see
so
you guys now.
there's still some time to find, and yeah, there's no point hiding about that.
Well, what does that make the target then for you today? Is it where you are, or are you hoping for a bit of action among the top 4 that you can take advantage of?
Some action at the front would be good. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what we've got. I think hopefully we've improved the car a little bit from the sprint yesterday, and hopefully we can stay with at least Ferrari a little bit better. But yeah, to finish ahead of them, I think we're going to need a bit of action and some opportunism.
Thank you, Oscar. And stepping in now, I think we've got Lando Norris. Lando, the defending champion, coming back here to Shanghai. But it's a new challenge with these cars. How are you finding your weekend so far?
Chilly. But it's good fun
It's
here.
crazy. Lando's been very...
It's a cool track.
It's funny
certainly
how
better
much
than it
Max
felt in
and Lando
Melbourne,
have been
so
under the radar
we're,
so far
we're
this
getting
year.
there.
Not
We're
under the
making
radar,
progress.
but like...
we've still got a lot of work to do, but it's been good. And yes, it's a fun track.
the stories
racing
is all
was pretty
about
good yesterday, so actually
Aston.
I enjoyed it.
Ferrari
Is there going to be more of that
Mercedes.
fun racing today? We've got an all-McLaren 3rd row. You've got your teammate you can fight, or do you work with him?
No, I mean we can still fight, but we want to work together. We want to work together better than some of the other teams did yesterday, So that's our opportunity. It's our strength as a team, is how we work together. So we'll make the most of it. But we're both competitive drivers. We both want to do well for ourselves. But we know how to work together well. So we'll see what happens.
Good luck today. Thank you.
What the fuck is that? That's actually kind of cute. I want that. You gotta love the Asian fans, man. They always go all out, specifically Japan. Oh, next week, the Japanese fans, you're gonna pop off.
Pierre, 2 7th places for you in qualifying so far this weekend. You look pretty hooked up over one lap round here.
Yeah, I must say it's been very good. We managed to
What is
find quite a lot
Gasly
more
cooking,
performance
man?
than
What
in
is
Melbourne,
Gasly
and
cooking?
Yeah, the car feels good. Hopefully we can hold on to it this afternoon.
I was going to say the sprint race didn't quite go to plan for you in the end, but do you have the car that can retain P7, do you think?
Yeah, I think we saw yesterday it was a bit more tricky in race trim, but we made a few tweaks and adjustments. So yeah, hopefully we'll put our elbows out, and I expect us to fight with the cars right behind us. So should be a fun one, but I think I'm confident we've made some progress.
Et un peu en français, s'il vous plaît.
Ouais, ça a été une très bonne qualif, on part 7e, donc
Does Chris Bendon speak all these languages, or has he just learned how to speak, say a few words in each? Do you think the gap between France and Gasly is simply experience? Oh, you mean Franco? Mainly experience, but also, I mean, skill. I think Colapinto obviously lacks a lot more as a driver.
Max, it looks like it's been quite a tough weekend for Red Bull so far. How tricky has it been for you behind the wheel?
Oh, I hope they sort this shit after the spring
I've had
break.
better weekends, yeah, but yeah, we'll try to do the best we can. I mean, realistically, I think maybe we can fight for one more spot. That's what we'll try to aim for.
You gave some great moves in the sprint, though, but that was partly due to not getting away so cleanly. So how important is the start going to be for you today?
Yeah, let's not, let's try and not lose too many places. I think the two starts that I've done so far this season have always been in P20. So, yeah, let's at least target a better start.
Well, look forward to seeing it. And a few words in your own language, please.
Ja, niet
1928, A, B, C, D, Mr. Santal, Tabo, they get us the follows. Wait, on YouTube Vertical, is there a button to say hi? Because the amount of times people in chat just say, said hi, said hi,
qualified ninth for the Grand Prix today, and similar to Max, it's looked like a tricky weekend for Red Bull, but on a personal level, how pleased you to have been so close to your teammate?
Yeah, Hedge has been doing really good, man.
A good reference to have in the garage. So yeah, obviously it's good to be close, but at the same time, I like to do the same, but higher positions, you know. So at the moment, it's definitely difficult, but yeah, we're working really hard to try and get back at least where we were in Melbourne and do better.
Now, how much learning are you having to do in a new team, because you've switched teams this winter?
To be fair, the transition's been very easy because it's just people I've been.
I never would have thought Hedge would be the driver
since I joined the academy. So to me, it didn't really feel like I changed
that would solve Red Bull's problems.
Same team principle as last year. And I know Max really well already, so honestly, I'm very happy here.
Un peu en français, s'il vous plaît.
Good job. That was, ouais, c'est un week-end un peu compliqué. On n'a pas réussi à marquer de points hier avec l'accrochage.
Something to consider the fact that Lawson Sonoda sucked.
On est passé de justesse en Q3, mais
it's interesting that Perez and Gasly out of that group.
Marquer des points.
Merci, Isaac.
Was there a reason for that, Mr. CP supporter? Yeah, Hedge has been doing so well. I mean, it's only 2 rounds, but he's been really, really close with Max, which is great to see. Oh yeah, Albon. Sorry, I left Albon out of that as well. GT Leo, forgotten. They goes the follows. Can the teams make multiple changes to cars during this break period for release? Oh yeah, the month's a lot of time.
Sprint. Are you feeling pretty comfortable out here?
Yeah, it's been a good weekend so far. I've been really happy with the performance. To be honest, the cars felt good from lap 1, basically, which is always a nice feeling, and hopefully we can go again today.
Speaking of going again, what's the target? You've got 2 Red Bulls ahead of you. Can you get ahead of those?
I hope so. We've had good starts so far this year, you know, with our power unit, so that's been nice. The race pace yesterday was also strong, so I'm looking forward to it, and it's definitely going to be an interesting race with the tire deck and everything, so we got to be prepared for anything.
How enjoyable are those starts when you think you can move forward? How much should the fans be watching out for your car off the line?
Well, hopefully it's good. Yesterday was good. You know, it's a very tough procedure to get right. There's it's fine margins, I must say, but when it's right, it goes very well. So hopefully we can have another rocket one today.
And just as we head down the pit straight, a word on these fans. What a setting this is for Grand Prix.
Who do you think's finishing higher today?
Yeah, it's very special. It's really nice to be back here. From arriving at the airport to arriving at the hotel to arriving at the track.
I feel like Behrman has the Haas has the race pace again this year.
The passion. I mean, I think I've got to bring another suitcase home full of gifts. That's the amount of you know.
You think it's leading into turn 1 today? Hamilton.
It's incredibly special to be racing here.
Thank you, Ollie. Good luck today.
Bruce Snack and V-Cab. Hey, they've been best of the rest in both qualies, so can't lead them out. What's up, Blue Meggie? Honestly, that felt like a quick parade. Can the truck go maybe just a little bit slower for us? Give us a bit more. Give us a bit more of a build-up. A bit more of a driver's parade. Six Guna, David follow. No, it's ending. Come on, give us another interview. Wait, did they do the whole top 10? They did, right? We need to get all 20 drivers, man. I miss when we get an interview of all 20. Truck needs to go slower. Bro, I fucking hate this cable. Piss me off. Well, guys, that wraps up the build-up. That felt really quick. 18 mins. What the fuck? Usually it's like 25. That wraps up the build-up, guys. Thank you all for watching. We watch the build-up every single Grand Prix weekend, so join me in 2 weeks' time before the Japanese Grand Prix. We have got an hour and 40 minutes until the race starts, so stick around. We're going to be watching highlights from previous years. We're going to be looking through Discord at all the news and memes and stuff that's come out over the last 24 hours. And then we're going to be doing a watch-along for the race. If you're watching on YouTube right now, come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. That is the place to be. I will have to end the YouTube stream soon, but we will be staying live on Twitch. So come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. Yeah, that was a really quick build-up. What the fuck? Yeah, they only talked to the top 10. Then they ran out of time because the truck came back. The truck was going too quick. It needs to slow down. I missed the grid walk. Yeah. I wish they streamed the grid walk or a grid walk for free on YouTube. Imagine that. Imagine. Nah, I'm pitching myself to F1 here. Let me stream from the pit lane every race. Stream it to the F1 YouTube channel. Get everyone hyped up, and as soon as the grid walk ends, as soon as the race ends, it pops up. Purchase F1 TV. You're welcome. You're welcome. I generally think F1 need to do a pit walk like this, where it's streamed for free on YouTube right before the race starts. Like IndyCar do. The first 5 laps. Imagine the first 5 laps streamed for free on YouTube, and then they tell you to go buy it. $20% if I use code Ponden. Depends what you buy. Depends what you buy. Christmas Danny, what's up, dude? From YouTube. Probably to everyone who just came in from the YouTube stream. Is this gonna end? Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right, guys. That is it for the build-up. It's a shame it was really quick. What the fuck? 20 minutes. Wait, no. How long are the other build-ups? I swear they've never been that short before. Last week's one was 26.
Ollie Behrman, 2 top 10 qualifying results this weekend so far, plus points in the sprint. Are you feeling pretty comfortable out here?
Yeah, it's been a good weekend so far. I've been really
23.
happy with the performance.
Maybe,
to be honest, the cars felt good from
maybe it just felt short. Maybe it just felt short. Anyways, YouTube, again, come join us on Twitch. But if you are enjoying the stream so far, be sure to follow, be sure to subscribe. We watch the build up before 2 hours before every single race. So join us before the Japanese Grand Prix and every other race this season. Anyways, the build up is done. Now, what we're going to get into doing now is we're going to watch the highlights from yesterday's qualifying, the pole lap, some of what the drivers had to say, and then we're going to watch some of the previous Chinese Grand Prix highlights. Now, we've got the extended highlights from 2011 to watch. We've also got 2018. We've got 2019. No races in 2020, 2021, 2022 because of COVID. I think none in 2023 as well. Oh, that's me. 2024. Wait. Oh, fuck. I'm over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. China race, and then 2025 race. Alright, so we got a fair few highlights to watch. Alright, let's have a scroll through Discord now at everything that's come out in the last 24 hours. Before we get into watching these highlights. Oy, oy, oy. Unlucky will not read the comments. How many races? How long until the race starts? 1 hour 30 minutes. All right, let's have a scroll through Discord from everything that's come out overnight as we build ourselves on up into the Grand Prix later today. Okay, what we got? Closer, let me see that thong. What was the last thing we looked at on stream? Do you remember? Who's the first to retire? Oh, good question. Probably one of the Cadillac boys alone. No, it'll probably end up being a crash, right? Okay, it was probably around here was when we left off. Yep. His face after unboxing the plushie. What is this? That's cute. What do you mean, bro? That's an elite plushie. Lando was up on his lap until the final sector, but lost his 6/10 in sector 3. Even though there weren't any obvious mistakes, considering McLaren still looked like the best of the rest, P6 was expected. On to the race. I mean, that's just normal now for F1. Everyone matching and then coming into the last sector. Yikes. Ponden, put the sunglasses on and just have the stream as your face cam so we can see the race in your glasses. True. Smart. Insanity. Popular streamer ISO Speed just jumped over the Atlassian Williams F1 team's FW48 in his last stream.
Stop in the amusement park.
This is actually crazy.
Want to do a backflip?
Too easy, chat. Messi, too easy.
Bagger. Every time. The present, the past, and the future. For the first time since becoming teammates, Oscar Piastri has finished ahead of Lando Norris in the first 2 qualifyings of the year. These stats are dumb because there's only been 4 seasons. Like, okay. Do you ever look at stuff and wonder how it got there? Pierre Gasly, P7. Fastest top speeds. Damn, the Alpine is cracked out on the straights. They're way quicker than Mercedes as well. They're cooking. Whoa. 10 kilometers quicker as well. That's insane. No. What's Lando got to say? No, there was a bit more pace.
Qualifying.
I won't play that. No, there's a bit more pace. Honestly, my final sector has been pretty poor. And when we're losing a little bit on the straights to some of the other cars, the last corner here is my worst corner of the season. I just can't get it right. Andreas Stella says, at the moment, the 3rd row is a McLaren row. We are working hard to improve the position. Obviously, it will be difficult until we deliver some upgrades, which will start happening from Japan. For now, we'll have to try and make sure we do a little bit better than the sprint, if possible. Firstly, I have to say big congratulations to the big lad, to Kimi. Lewis Hamilton was full of praise for Kimi Antonelli. You love to see that. It could be very easy for Lewis to be very salty at the fact that he left the team that is now the championship contenders. But, yeah, you gotta respect it. Swiss Cheese, what's up, dude? Hi, I'm new here. Will the full race be streamed? I'll be doing a watch long. I won't be able to show the race as it's copyrighted. We're able to watch the build up. We're able to watch F1 Academy because that is free to watch. F1 isn't. Hooticorn, sorry. Super Saiyan, Adrian, Ghost, Misha, SJ, We Are Whirly, Julich, Hanadu, Lassif, Tortu, New Chief, Ebika, B Hunter. Thank you guys all for the follows. Run the stream, all of you. Anyways, continuing on with the Discord. Yep, literal rocket ship. New unwanted record. Qualifying P13 in China. Esteban Ocon now holds the record for the most Grand Prix in Formula 1 history without ever qualifying on pole position. Wow. Wow. I mean, it's not unbelievable, but wow. Most qualifyings without a pole position. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Wait, how's it not Gasly? How the fuck is it not Gasly? What? Is Gasly at a pole? That I'm forgetting? Wait, yeah, where's Gasly on this list? Surely Gasly's like P3. He's one behind? Bruh. The French. Shout out the French. This fucking killed me this morning, bro. Generational hater, man. You're gonna be a generational hater for just posting all these Max clips with the best day ever song. Oh fuck. Twitter kills me. Twitter kills me sometimes, man. Holy. Oh my god. Wow, this is the first time Max Verstappen's F1 career that he hasn't qualified inside the top 6 over the first 2 races of the season. Yes, that even includes his time at Toro Rosso. How did Max qualify in the top 6 in Toro Rosso? The fuck? Sure, had a pole. Yeah, he had a pole in Turkey 2020. He popped off in the wet. I thought it started at 10:30 my time, so I just searched F1 and Ponden popped up. Hell yeah. Wait, I've always wondered this. So many people come from Google. If I search F1 on Google, and then go, is it videos? Wait, no. F1 Chinese Grand Prix stream. Man, Tommy. These guys. Where am I, bro? Oh, my vertical stream pops up. Why does my vertical stream pop up but not anything else? How do I get myself on the how do I get myself on Google, bro? How do I get myself on Google? Explain. If I'm staying up at 1 a.m. to watch this race and it's bad, I might break my window. Nah, it can't be bad. We've had 2 good races so far. Surely we get a 3rd. Your top 3 of the Chinese GP. The Merc fans are creaming their pants right now. Clipping in China qualifying. Alonso was the driver that lost the less speed. Well, so Bottas lost 47 kilometers an hour? Am I reading that correctly? Bottas lost 47 kilometers an hour from clipping. Bruh. Stop doing vertical streams? Why would I stop doing vertical streams when it gets more viewers than my horizontal stream, bruh? YouTube vertical goes into the YouTube Shorts feed. It's cracked out. I needed them to combine it, though. That dopamine rush of seeing Lando match Antonelli in the first 2 sectors before the battery died on the straight. Yeah, it's so dumb, man. It's so dumb. George, you are in the customer engine mode. Come join us, Red Bull. Gasly 3 over Verstappen in qualifying. That is kind of crazy. Crazy. For the first time since 2021, Lewis Hamilton has managed to qualify in the top 3 in one of the first 2 races. He is so back. He is so back. New record, youngest pole sitters in F1. We'll have to watch that video at some point. Ferrari's already working on their ICEs in an attempt to close the power gap to Mercedes. Engineers at Maranello work on the current PU to stabilize the compression ratio at a higher level than the current 1601. But what's the point in doing that if you're then just going to, if it's just going to change in June anyway? McLaren qualifying 2026, Piastri P5, Lando P6, Piastri P5, Lando P6. The 3rd row is property of McLaren. Me, I don't care what happens. What the to Lando, I don't care what happens. Lando is still champion. I'm so relaxed. Also me.
What the fuck? Right! That's it! I have had enough! Enough!
Oh, it's one of the best fucking clips. One of the best clips, bro. Anger and acceptance. Albon and having another year of crying. Throwback to this classic. I can't watch that. Kimi Antonelli was born on the same day Sebastian Vettel made his F1 weekend debut in FP1 at the 2006 Turkish Grand Prix. Kimi Antonelli just took Sebastian Vettel's near 18-year record for youngest ever F1 Grand Prix pole sitter. Crazy. Kind of crazy. Youngest pole sitters in their sports. Who would have thought that, looking at this picture back then? Congratulations, Kimi. Who is that? Oh, Fabio Quattaro. Quattaro? How do you pronounce his name again? How old was he when he got pole in MotoGP? Who do you think wins Survivor 50? Bro, I used to love Survivor. I have no clue who's on it at the moment, though. Nicola reacts to your tweet. Oh no.
We were posting Max Verstappen edits on TikTok. I do it. They motivate me actually. Yeah, they do. I'm opening a thread of my favorite photos of Lord Nicholas Olof. I was basically explaining what I was seeing inside my helmet in Spa. Because of so much rain, it was coming inside my helmet and I just couldn't see anything. What the hell?
It doesn't look like
Someone said this looks like me.
Does.
It does.
Wow, that's a bad version of me, no? I like that every time you see a video of Tolov, the search is Nicolas Olof Bomboklat. Fair enough. We want Nicolas speaking Bulgarian. Мога да говоря български, когато искате.
What's that?
I just said I can speak Bulgarian whenever you want. That's it.
Oh,
Not me reposting.
Cards. What is Bulgarian closest to? What language is Bulgarian closest to? How's it going? Epic Demolic on the stream. Also Blaza, Dan Bell, Epic, Juan, Nick, Doodle, Josh Bourne, Aru, Football Fan. I think that's the followers. Why am my eyes are tweaking out, bro? I need some fucking eye spray or something. Max 2026, Vettel 2014. P21, P20. I know your fucking place, trash. Well, okay. In Japan, broken things are often repaired with gold. Red Bull fans this season. My favorite trio is back with a bang. Is this the three wags?
Brought out the pink Lamborghini just a race with China. What the race?
Wait, why does this not like seem real? Like Alexandra doing something normal? See, seeing Lily and Carmen do this seems normal because they do this normally, but like Alexandra doing a normal TikTok video,
China, just a
nah,
race in China.
she's too PR for that, man.
But she mixed with China. Brought out the pink
You just know Lily did a lot of persuading to try and fucking get that bid. Article about Oscar's response to the rumor, which has surfaced on more than one occasion that Lily is pregnant. Obviously not true. I think there's been one or two rumors where Lily has been pregnant or something like that, which is obviously not true. Why? Well, why would that rumor even start? Like, did she look pregnant? Like, what? Sprint points collect. Hi guys. Well, here we have the magic steering wheel from Mercedes, according to some. What am I looking at? I don't know what fuck I'm looking at though. Official statement from FIA for F2 has been confirmed today that after careful evaluation due to the ongoing situation in the Middle East, the Bahrain Saudi Arabian Grand Prix will not take place in April. While several alternatives were considered, it was ultimately decided that no substitution will be made in April. The F2, F3, and F1 Academy rounds will also not take place during their scheduled times. The decision being taken in full consultation with the Formula 1 group, local providers, and our member clubs in the region. Yeah, we spoke about that earlier. Stefano Domenicali said, well, this was a difficult decision to take. It is unfortunately the right one at this stage, considering the current situation in the Middle East. I want to take this opportunity to thank the FIA as well as incredible promoters for their support and total understanding as they were looking forward to hosting us with their usual energy and passion. We cannot wait to be back with them as soon as circumstances allow us to do so. If you open F1 race at any time, you'll find Toto Wolff staring at you like this. What else we got? I just realized it's called Formula 1 because it's the letters of these drivers' first name in order. What? I just realized it's called Formula 1 because it's the first letter of these drivers' names in this order. That his name doesn't start with an F, what? Evil cock. That's not even funny. Are we 500,000 views, 8K likes? Are we 12 years old? Speaking of, in my reaction to Kibby getting pole, I obviously jokingly said, at just 12 years old, bro gets pole. People in the comments were not happy about that. He's not 12. He's 19. 12? Are you dumb? Why would you say he's 12 years old? He's clearly not 12 years old. Fuck me. Gladden was safe here. Red flag due to catering crew on track. What? You are slow, mate. You know what is slow? Is this fucking video loading? Is it been banned? I'm confused. What has happened to this video? Connor Moore on the stream? Wait, where? Connor Sweet, ASAP Noxious, Zombie Man. I think it's the followers. Can someone find me a link that works for that? Oh my god. F1, stop running stuff into the ground. Zach Brown's at IndyCar this weekend, not at the F1 track. The fact that he didn't start giving an interview before he perfectly lined up all the phones is sending me. What a legend. Fernando Alonso is seriously considering retiring after the season. He believes the situation with Honda engine is very bad, similar to what happened between 2015 and 2017, and this will take a long time to fix. Well, maybe you shouldn't have gone with the Honda engine. Am I right or am I right? You're saying this link will work? There we go.
Races on road and street courses this year. They don't have to be, oh goodness me, there's people crossing the track. Minimum in races on road and street courses this year.
Are we okay in the head? Are we okay in the head? How, first off, why is anyone crossing the track when it's live? Why is a catering team crossing? How have they even gotten to this location? How is that even possible?
They don't have to be, oh goodness me, there's people crossing the track. Minimum in races on.
That makes no sense. Shout out IndyCar though. That's why my food was late. Seriously though, what the hell? Fucking Christian, bro. Alright, anyways, that's it for Discord. Guys, if you haven't joined the Discord yet, be sure to do so. Linked in chat, discord.gg/Ponden. In there, you can find anything and everything to do with my stream. I've also just started updating the Discord events tab with more Grand Prix. So if you go in there, you go to the events tab, you can see when every single F1 session is on and get notified for when they're on. I still need to add more further than the summer break. I just haven't had time yet. But in there, you've also got my schedule, so you know exactly when I'm live. Like, for instance, tomorrow we'll be live with our Grand Prix review and driver ratings. And you got the F1 chat. So if you got anything you want me to watch on stream, chuck in the F1 chat and I will take a look. Anyways, it is time now to get into looking at stuff from yesterday. Let's watch the qualifying highlights from yesterday and discuss everything. Now, YouTube, I do have to end the stream there as I'm not able to watch YouTube videos on YouTube. We're going to continue staying live on Twitch. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. And then, yeah, we will then be live later again on YouTube, though, for the race. So, yeah, come join us on Twitch or come back later. But yeah, YouTube, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.